All right, so here we are. Um, I wanted to wait to do this video, but I just can't anymore. So we're on the phone, shaking. Let's see if I can get a little bit. There we go. But here's the thing. I just pulled into my lot, and I was gonna go in and make this video like a normal video, but I just can't. I can't let it sit on my mind any longer. So we're gonna be in the truck with no headliner, the work truck, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's talk about what happened in Texas. First off, I can forgive a person for shooting a grown man. I can forgive a person in the right situation for shooting a grown woman. I cannot forgive a coward that will go and kill 19 innocent children and 2 innocent adults. There's no excuse to go in and kill children like that. Other than you're a piece of shit and you're a coward. But that's not my point. I've already harped on one active shooter in the past 5 days. But this one's even worse. Luckily, the dude got shot and died, which I think should have happened. I think it should have happened with the other shooter also, but you get what you get. But let's talk about it. This is a situation, and I've heard somebody else say it already, that we need to get guns in the good guys' hands everywhere. Because where there's a gun and a good guy, there's a better chance at a person stopping, the good guy stopping the bad guy with the gun. And I think schools, hospitals, that type of thing are a huge example. We look at no gun signs and go, okay, there's going to be no guns in here. I don't need to carry my gun in, if that's the way you think. Whereas, this bad guy is going to look at this no gun sign and go, this is a range day for me. There's nobody in there that's going to stop me. And that's honestly so scary and such a sad situation. With what happened in Texas, it was a no-gun zone. They did have a couple school resource officers, if what I'm reading is correct. Of course, some of the stuff is still hazy, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you that I'm not 100%. I don't know all the facts, and that I told you straight up. I told everybody straight up in the first video that it answered. I don't know all the facts. I do know what I know, and that is if there was more good guys with guns in this school, I don't think this would have been as bad or even happened. Start putting guns on the teachers. Let your coaches, let your principal, let your teachers that have been trained and qualified to carry concealed. I know a lot of people would get off on that, they don't want their kids to see guns. That's cool. Now that we're in an age of where concealed carry is the thing, you really wouldn't even see a gun. But it would be there in case something happened like what happened in Texas. If these teachers were armed and trained to use their weapon as a tool in case of a tragedy that no one wants to happen, but it's happening more and more now, they could have stopped that. It could have been a lot less worse, still been a tragedy. Any loss of the innocent life is a tragedy. 19 children and 2 adults is a huge heartbreaking tragedy. But it could have been prevented. Well, there's always going to be evil in life. There's always going to be evil. You're not going to be able to stop it, but you can put yourself in a situation that betters the chances of you stopping it. Going into school where you only know there's maybe 2 people with guns, and at most those are going to be, 9mm pistols, and you go in the rifle, you have, that gunman has has a better chance at doing what he wants to do. It's such a tragedy. But the more gun-free zones that we have, and the more of not allowing good guys to have guns in these type of situations, it will continue to happen. So we need to advocate giving the good guys the guns. You know, train these teachers, train the coaches, train your resource officers. You know, have a plan in place. And what I'm understanding is the school did have a plan in place, but it just didn't work out to the magnitude of how this guy came in. So, you know, have a bigger plan. You know, the more good guys with guns, we can outnumber this one person, you know, in using that school as a situation. You know, if more people could have had guns, I think it could have been stopped way quicker. I think it could have been stopped in its tracks, you know, once everything started happening. So how do we stop the next mass shooting? And it's that. Get guns in the hands of people who can legally carry, who take the training, and who feels confident they can do what they need to do in a situation like this. You know, get them the training, get them the classes, get them the resources, and get a gun on their person. And I believe, you know, once that mindset starts going around, you know, let that mindset beat the advocates for more gun laws, you know, the people that want to take our guns away. If we can get that mindset through and overpower their mindset, I think that's when we really start chipping away at ending this whole mass shooter thing that's going on. And, you know, it's just still such tragedy. I know I'm probably rambling on. I probably said the same point 10 times, but, you know, it really, it pulls at my heart to see, you know, 19 young children get their life taken away before it's even started. I'm a father of a soon-to-be 3-year-old, and I can't help but to think about her when I see this kind of stuff, and it's honestly heartbreaking on a personal point. So that's it. Get the good guys the guns. Go into your local government, you know, have a voice. At this time, it's so easy to have a voice. Go out, advocate, and let's get guns in the hands that they need to be in. All right. I'll catch you later.